Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I am the author of the award-winning Fearless Tarot, and I'm also the author of the upcoming Tarot in Love, Consulting the Cards in Matters of the Heart, which is going to be available for pre-order right now on Amazon. And for those of you who have pre-ordered the book, I just want to say thank you so much, because pre-ordering the book really sends a message to prospective book buyers and shops that a title or an author is desired. So for all of you who have done that for me, sincere thank you. And without further ado, let's go into our Oracle reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of 3 different animals, and I asked you to use your intuition and just ask yourself which animal's calling to you, because that animal has your message. And the 3 animals were the Canary, the Panther, and the Electric Eel. So if you're just joining me now, ask yourself which animal's calling to you. It doesn't have to be your favorite animal. It just has to be the one that's kind of nudging at your intuition. So let's start with the Canary spirit. The card says, sing your own song. And you really, if you're attracted to the Canary, may benefit from the music you're playing around yourself. This might be a time when you're really changing your mood or changing the energy of your environment by reconnecting with sounds that really harmonize you and bring you back into your power. Also, Canary could just say that it is time to follow your own song. And even if it is something that's a little bit more unique or different, just like the Canary's yellow, vibrant colors, so too your song can differentiate you from the crowd. So this is a time to really embrace what makes you unique. So first card for Canary is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we get the 7 of Pentacles. The figure on the 7 of Pentacles is in the garden, and it's not quite fully ready for harvest yet. He's still kind of watching it progress, and yet he's pretty satisfied with the work he's done so far. So likewise for Canary, this could be a time where, it's not such a push to be productive. Instead, maybe it's time to be present with what you've already accomplished or achieved. Also, the 7 of Pentacles is the card of patience. And, that's the word that I feel most people get really irritated with, especially when they get a reading. They want the results now. They want to see how things are progressing immediately. And when there is this desire for patience and that sort of thing, it indicates some frustration. So what I got to say for you is be patient. The bread is baking in the oven. If you were to try to eat that bread right now, it wouldn't taste very good. So just let it bake and stop trying to control or rush or cajole things to go much faster than they need to. Second card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom if you pick the Canary, and we actually get the 3 of Wands. And this is a card that says, despite your worst fears, everything's just waiting for you still. The world is wide open. This figure is looking out over this expanse, and the waters he's looking over are glowing orange from sunrise or sunset. So it's really indicating the sun is setting on one reality in your life, but it's also rising on the next. And the 3 of Wands is just brimming with possibility. And so I just feel that it's important to maybe give yourself and your goals a little bit more wiggle room at this time. Maybe not expect the result immediately, but give yourself just a little bit more time to finally achieve what you're really focused toward. And then finally, we have the mythic archetype that's going to help you if you pick the Canary, and we get Carpo. And her card says summer fruits. And Carpo is a goddess of the harvest, and she can indicate that there's an abundant harvest coming your way as well if you pick the Canary. And it's interesting, we got the harvest goddess after the patient man working in the field. This could be a time when you're just really patient. You're just allowing things to come in their appropriate time, but do know that eventually down the line, your greatest possibilities are still open to you, and the harvest is going to be sublime. Next, we're going to go into the Panther spirit, and this card says reclaim your power. And for me, the Black Panther is often a symbol for our shadow, or also the healing that we need to seek out in the dark places in our own heart. Sometimes, especially in the spiritual community or world, we're constantly looking toward light and love and positivity, and the shadow is sometimes neglected. Sometimes even the pain, the trauma, the difficulties are kind of glossed over. And Panther is telling you, don't glide over those. That's where your greatest breakthroughs are waiting for you. And so if you're looking for a breakthrough or healing or something that's really going to manifest your best life, the Panther could just indicate that this is going to be a significant time for you to embrace what you might have been neglecting before. First card for Panther is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we actually get the Hierophant. And he is the messenger of the sacred. The Hierophant translates Spirit's message, God's message, the gods, the goddesses, whatever you believe in. He translates that in a way that shows up in your life. And so if you do see the Hierophant, this could be a time when you're really reconnecting with your own spirit. You're not avoiding it. If there's been some fear or some shadow around your own spirituality, or maybe even some wounds that have been done to it by religious leaders or people who've had a dogmatic approach in the past, the Hierophant could be guiding you back toward what's true for you, and to really find that healing by not shutting yourself off to that greater spiritual message, but really opening yourself to it. The second card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom if you pick the Panther, and we actually get the Angel of Temperance. So two very sacred images. Whenever I see angels in the tarot, I often think they're messengers from your higher self. And in the case of the Angel of Temperance, this is a card of replenishing that which has been running on empty for you. So this could be a time when you're really refueling that thing that's been most neglected. And perhaps that thing is actually going to be your own spirit. It's going to be some sort of spiritual practice that might have been neglected up until now. And the mythic archetype that could be helping you with this is actually Helen. Helen of Troy, she was called, or Helen of Sparta. She's the archetype of beauty. She had the face that launched 1,000 ships. And Helen could be indicating that it's time to open yourself to the beauty of your own spirit again. It might be hiding or lurking behind a fear, a shadow, something that you've been avoiding changing. A lot of times, our shadow will show up in a negative way, but it's really a mask for something we're afraid of that we just need to face head on. And sometimes we just need to see the beauty in our shadows too, because the challenges that you've undergone have really served to make you who you are. And they are important lessons that you've had to undergo in order to be your best self. So see the beauty in the shadow. And then finally, we have the electric eel. And electric animals, for me, they can be kind of like the spark, the light bulb that goes off in your head that really gets you to progress. And this card says, bring your ideas to life. This could be a time when you're following your own divine spark and you're feeling inspired to wake up again. First card for Electric Eel is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we actually get the King of Wands reversed. Now, upright, the King of Wands is the competent leader. He's the self-made king in the tarot. When he comes up reversed, he can indicate that you're forgetting your competency, you're forgetting your power. Sometimes this card can also indicate that you really want to make time to validate the survivor within you, the part of you that really helped you get to this place. And so the King of Wands is saying, you deserve a seat at the table, upright or reversed. Believe in yourself. Take that seat. Don't doubt yourself. You've come really far. It's important to keep going. The advice from your inner wisdom is actually the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of calm, exile, retreat, a need to plan and think. It's also a card of getting centered again. And if the Four of Swords is showing up for you, this could be a significant time where you're really getting peaceful in your mind again. Because a calm mind is a powerful mind. And when you're feeling calm and centered, you can show up into any life situation with power again, with clarity and resolve. And so I just think that this is a good time to really do some healing, especially on your own self-confidence. It might be time to do baby steps or put your toe in the water before taking the full plunge. And the mythic archetype that's going to help you is actually the Moirai. They are the fates, the three fates, the goddesses who weave the thread of life and measure it and then eventually cut it. They represent your rites of passage. And this could be a time where you are ending one part of your life, but then beginning another one. The fates remind you that you alone are in charge of how your thread of life is going to be spent. And so this could be a time when you're really valuing it. You're taking its full measure. And you're not being afraid of what's in front of you and avoiding it, but instead you're believing in yourself and you're going toward that best opportunity because that's where the breakthrough's waiting. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com and schedule a one-on-one session with me there. Otherwise, I will see you again next week for the next Oracle reveal, and do take care.